Hello guys, so I want to talk about my second night of my ayahuasca ceremony. I did a video with the first night and this is about the second night. They were both really different from each other. The first one was more deep and you can see in the first video, and this one was more happy but was really profound for me too. And we started with rapé the same way as the first day. It was easier this time and I felt like really calm. I feel like that the second night I have less expectations because it was not new anymore. So my mind was not trying to control anything anymore. They just like accepted, I think. So I did went for a little bit stronger the second night. And but I mean, the first dosage, I didn't feel as much as the first night, but it's like I started seeing like the shapes, but this time was not geometrical or anything like that. It was more like dragon scales around or snake skin going around. Sometimes even like, inside guts or octopus legs around, but everything in black again. And my body did not melt away. I could feel some tingly, but I didn't feel like, oh, I still have my body. I could still move around. And I felt like this time was like really fast. And I was just like, before I knew it was like already time for the second dosage. And I felt like taking it because I wanted to go deeper. And I wasn't, because he even say like, even though you're not feeling a lot, Mama Ayo is still working on you. But he still gave me a little bit more. And when in that point, when I was going to my seat, I look outside of the doors because it's just like in front of me, like farther, but front of me. And I could see through the glass doors like a big man in armor or something like that. And it's like a guardian standing in the door. And that made me feel safe. Like he was there to protect us all. And I felt really safe at that point. I lay down back to my seat, and then I felt like really melting away, like he could not move. And I started seeing the shapes, but there was some more whites, and there was like some, not snakes, but the same shape as the snakes or worms moving around, going up and under. But I was feeling like they are moving with the vibration of the music, but I felt that it was me. I was it, like that shapes. And it was pretty. It was pretty. And then at some point there was like outside of the barn was like some animal like screaming or fighting, or I don't know what was going on outside. But yeah, people that was working there watching us, one of them even picked up a light to go outside and see what's going on, but they could not find anything or see what animal was there. But for me, it triggered something like so primal inside of me. Like I felt like that this animal outside screaming, he was giving me voice. He was screaming for me or with me. I don't know. It's just like a weird sensation that I don't know. I felt like that was me screaming out there because I could not really scream where I was, right? There was more people. So it feels like that was me screaming out there somehow. And it was really interesting and brought something like really primal me, like kind of like getting out something inside of me. And it was kind of ripping something apart. Yeah, it was really powerful. And then I was like there laying down and breathing, and I could feel like that I was humming with every breath. Like, so I would breathe in, and the way out, I was, every breath, like kind of humming with the song. I was vibration. I was like, just that. And then I start feeling like that I was gonna purge. Like, you start feeling that little thing feeling, but I was not in control of my body really yet. So I was just slowly sitting down, and I kind of opened my eyes, and it was like everything vibrating, everything so pretty. And I would kind of blink my eyes like really fast, and it was going to be like even more vibrations. And I picked up my pill bucket, and it was just like, it was vibrating too. It was pretty. It was gorgeous. And I said, like, that purge was so beautiful that I know it's gross, but it was beautiful. And I was just like, and I purged, and I was picking up the Kleenex, and I was mesmerized by it. I would pick up the Kleenex and fold it slowly and touching, because the touch was feeling good. The colors was vibrating. Yeah, white Kleenex, but the lights was hitting it some way that was vibrating. And I was like, I like how it feel when it touched me, when I put it in my face to clean. It was so weird and interesting and pretty. But I was just there, like, in that, like, observing all of that movement, and I kind of getting to know my body again. So I was moving like slowly, and I was just like dancing on my seat. I saw people start standing up to dance, and I could not dance. I didn't have the control of my body yet. So I was just there, like, humming still, and sometimes touching my body, kind of getting to know my body again, and touching my face. And I was just like, it started being like day dancing. It was so pretty, and the lights were hitting such in a way that I was just like mesmerized. And I would shake a little bit because I had just purged, so I shaked, and sometimes I shake the napkin like this, and it was so pretty, and everything was so pretty. Then dancing, the music, the beats, the lights, everything was so pretty. And I was getting to know my body again, and it was so many sensations going on. I was still humming in my spot. I was dancing. It was everything happening at the same time. And then at some point, I felt that it was everything so beautiful, and so much joy I was feeling. Then I started crying. I was bawling. I was just like, crying. And I was like, it is so pretty, and I'm part of all of it, you know? And it was just like a gratitude cry. It was kind of, it was so good. It feels like it was so good being part of all of it, feeling one with them dancing. And I was still like looking, and everything was so pretty, and I was crying, and the napkins was beautiful. I was slowly folding the napkins to blow my nose and everything. It is funny now that I think about it, but it felt good. And I stayed I cried for a little bit, and then I stopped, and I was there like still like moving around. I had the blanket over my shoulders, like really cozy, and moving around. Sometimes I would blink a little bit more, so the lights was gonna be like popping. I don't know. And it was a good feeling. And then I I wanted, part of me wanted to go dance, but other part of me says like, no, you still have work to do. Stay here. It's time to be here, you know? So I was watching, and I stand on my knees, and I curl up like a little ball, and I was still moving a little bit, and I was humming with the song, and I felt like it was like something ripping apart, like something else, like something was being born from me at that point. Like I was ripping things apart from me, and that's why I say it's so primal, so raw, that feeling. And it felt good, like in a good way, you know. I feel like it was, everything was ripping apart and freeing me. So it felt good. It was freeing. And after that, I sit down again, and then I start feeling like I wanted to stand up, but I was still getting to know my body, so I was touching my body, like getting the feeling of it. And then I moved to the end of my little mattress, and I put my feet on the ground, so I felt like I was grounding myself. I felt energy going to the ground. Someone came to invite me for dance, but I was just like, I can't yet. I'm still like getting used to my body. She's like, I understand, and she left me alone. After a little bit there, I did stand up, and somebody asked me if I wanted to go to the bathroom or something. I said, no, I just want to stand right here. And she was like, okay. And I felt like it, just like putting my legs under me, just like feeling like, you know, moving. And I did stand there for a little while. Then I would give some steps, like walk a little bit around, like one side to the other. And but no dance, not dancing. I was with my blanket, cozy, just walking around, feeling my body, feeling myself. And then one of the shamans came and hugged me, and felt so warm and so good. And after that, I took my blanket off. I was a little bit more comfortable. So I put my blanket back in my bed, and I still walking around a little bit. Then I crouched on the ground, and I kind of was blasting the floor. Crouched the ground with my both hands on the floor, kind of still like grounding, kind of sending energy. And then I kind of started blessing. I was like snapping in a cross shape on the ground for a little while. I don't know how many times. And after that, I was like a little bit tired. I sat back down, and I was just like still feeling my body. I sat close to the ground, so I was like cleaning, you know, like cleaning my body a lot. But I would do like with a snap. Every time I snap, my hands, I clean a lot of my hands, and then I would clean my body and everything, and kind of with the intention of sending all that I was cleaning to that spot right in front of me in the floor. And then I shake my hair, I shake everything, like cleaning everything. I shake my hair a lot, like kind of And then like I felt my spiritual guide there with me, and she started. She was like really gentle. So when she started getting close to me, that's when I noticed that the day before had that about the neck thing that had worked because I didn't feel any triggers anymore. So I could feel her, but it didn't trigger me. It was just gentle and easy. And I was there. I felt her, and she came. She was kind of. She helped me clean my body again. So everything that I would feel uncomfortable, we would send it. She was telling me, just send everything in there. Everything can go in there. In that spot on the floor that you already blessed. And she started using my voice. She said some stuff that I don't understand, like using my voice. She's a cabocla. So she did some of the same like noises that the shaman was doing, like shh, whoosh, 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 those little things like a Indian does, and she would talk to me, and she was like, yeah, if you can, you can clean everything in that spot on the ground because you already blessed it. So all the low energies can go in there. You send everything to Mama Gaia, and she knows where to take it, because you know the energy that you don't need, even though it's low vibration for you, that is still needed somewhere. Someone can use that. So just send everything in there. Everything can go in there. So I felt a little shoulder pain that I kind of started doing it, and it melted away. A little bit in my back as well. So everything, I would send it there. And then I put my hands on the ground right in front of me. Kind of felt like so much energy, like flowing out, and like feeling lighter and lighter, and it feels good. And then like she was talking to me, and she was saying like that all my spiritual family was there, that I'm doing a good job, and she talked a little bit more about it, because like, yeah, I'm practicing my mediumship and stuff. So she's like, now that you know how that works, we can do that more into your house. So she was like just talking to me for a little while, and it was so gentle, and she was using my voice, but it was really low that I could hear it, because she knew that did not want to make a scene or like have anybody watching me for what I was doing. So she was using my voice really low to show me that I can do it. And it felt so good. I asked her, because like I know that I have one of my guides that called Jurema, Cabocla Jurema, and I asked her if that was her. She confirmed. She told me that was her, that I didn't need to doubt myself. And it was just, her energy was familiar already, but that connection, it was so new, different, pretty, and it was gorgeous. Yeah. And after that, she said that she was gonna go, and I could enjoy it, and everybody would be there close by for me. My spiritual family is always around, and then the feelings start lifting. And then I stand up for a little bit. I went to the bathroom, and I came back to my seat. I lay down like cozy under my blanket, and I kind of, with the music, I was kind of melted away again. and then I kind of drift to sleep. And that night I did not see the shaman closing with the tobacco. So yeah, that was it. It was just a beautiful night. I mean, it was primal, it was raw, it was joy. I felt one with the whole. I could see how the first night had worked. It was just great. And just because my 2 nights was great, it does not mean the integration is easy. So I might do a video about my integration, because that's challenging too. Integrate everything I've learned into my life. It's a different kind of work. So yeah, I might be doing a video about that. I will just wait this week to pass so I can have like what to talk about and explain and settle my mind. And yeah, that was my 2-day ceremony with Mama Aya. And I'm so grateful to have met Father Tobacco, Mama Aya, my spiritual guide, Cabocla Jurema. I could feel all my spiritual family there. So I'm so grateful and happy, and I have no words how to be more grateful about it. And I got emotional. And yes, I'll be doing that again whenever it happens again, whenever I have the opportunity. So I'll talk about integration later, and I want to do a little more videos about ayahuasca. That was such a great healing experience. I have so much good to talk about it. It's not always easy. Not everything is easy. I can still feel her working through me. I could feel her working before I got there. So it is a journey. It's not 2 days. It's a journey. It's been months that she's being around with me, working me to get there. And I can still feel her working on me, still working on me. So I'm grateful and I'm happy. And I'm glad to share that with you guys. And just follow me for more. All right? Have a great day. Bye.